Hello, my name is Shawn Buckley, and I'm with the Natural Health Products Protection Association. Today, I'm on Vancouver Island in British Columbia, and the location is very important. And it's important because on October 4th, the Natural Health Product Protection Association is going to start the Health Charter Tour on Vancouver Island and drive the Charter of Health Freedom across Canada. After it's started from the west, we're also going to start driving it from the east and from Quebec, and we're all going to arrive in Ottawa at the same time. And along the way, we're going to have live events for you to attend in major cities. I shouldn't even say major cities, just in cities that we've chosen along the way. We're going to be checking in along the way. This is going to be something that progresses. And at the same time, we are going to have the world's greatest health show. So the charter is set to start traveling across Canada on October 4th. We are going to arrive in Ottawa and present the petition for the Charter of Health Freedom in Ottawa on October 25th. And for those of you who aren't aware of the Charter of Health Freedom, it basically came about because ordinary Canadians concerned about being able to continue to make health choices that included natural health products and traditional remedies, practitioners, manufacturers, stores, health experts, we all got together, held a couple of conferences, and just asked, how do we create a regulatory environment that will really enable Canadians going forward to be able to make the best health decisions, which will include traditional treatments and natural treatments? And the answer was, let's create basically a health bill of rights that entrenches those health rights that the courts already say we have, but codifies them in such a way that the federal government understands they're to follow them. And also just create an environment that is fair and is designed to get the best health outcomes possible. It might surprise many of you to know that right now in our regulatory environment, we actually don't take into account the benefits of these products. And you can't actually have the best health outcomes without understanding both risks and benefits. So the Charter of Health Freedom is just a wonderful solution for creating an even better environment for us to thrive and be healthy. As we march the Charter across the land, we are going to continue to gather signatures on our paper petition. It's important for you to understand that we have right now over 148,000 signatures on the paper petition calling on Parliament to enact the Charter of Health Freedom. That makes us the third largest petition in Canadian history. So Canada, it was 1867, we're 158 years old. In that 158 years, this is the third largest paper petition in our history. And for all we know, it could be the second largest or largest by the time we get to Ottawa on October 25th. So this is a historical event. Now, the world's greatest health show is also a historical event. Aside from the fact that it's going to be the largest health show ever, we're going to run it for 3 weeks from October 4th to October 25th, but it's going to be different than any health show that's ever happened before. Regular health shows, they'll have experts. Health experts give really important health advice. Often they'll have people that are, have booths at the show sharing their products and devices and the like in a very extremely helpful way. And they'll have the odd regulatory person invited to help share on those issues. But we're going to have all of that. But we're going to do something that's never been done before. Because the reality is in Canada, and I'm sort of smiling, this is just exciting. There are a large number of us that are only alive, literally only alive, because we have come across natural health products that have solved our health problem and kept us alive. There are many more of us that were perfectly healthy because of natural health products, but before we found them, trying to use the chemical drugs, and I'm not here to slam chemical drugs, but the reality is some of us have found our relief through the natural health products, through traditional remedies. And we're only healthy because of them. And I have heard story and experienced story after story in the context of court cases I've been involved with. I mean, this is very real. But most Canadians don't understand what a difference these products have made for many of us. Well, we want these people to share their stories. We want this nation to come to understand, wait a second, we need to protect our natural and traditional remedies. We need to protect these traditions. We need to be able to have these options so that we can make the best health decisions for our family. So having people share their personal stories is going to basically widen our understanding of why this is important. We also want health food stores to share their journeys. You know, I'm often just totally heartwarmed because I know that a lot of people that, you know, own or run health food stores, they're there because they've had their own personal health journey and they want to help others. And, you know, we don't hear their stories of, you know, where they've really helped people. We don't hear why they're in the business. But we also don't understand the service that they give us. You know, if you order a product online from Amazon, you just get the product, you don't get any advice. But you go to a health food store, aside from the fact that you can be pretty confident that it actually is the product and not a knockoff just with the label and stuff like that. But you can say, hey, I'm having this issue. And they have recommendations and they share with you recommendations on how you should be taking the products and, you know, what you should or shouldn't be doing. And that, I know I have personally been helped from that. I know I have family members that have been personally helped from that. I understand the resource presented by stores, but many Canadians don't. And with us moving to online shopping like Amazon and us, you know, the big players starting to come in because they see a business opportunity, not an opportunity for service, but a business opportunity. These local health food stores, we're in danger of losing them. So I want, and the NHPPA wants Canadians to understand, well, first of all, what a resource they are, and that we should be rallying behind and protecting them. We should be shopping there. We should be actually using them as a resource to help us. That's never been done before in a health show, where we basically have stores sharing their journeys. You know, health practitioners, there's a large number of different health practitioner modalities in the natural health community, and many of us aren't aware. We don't know what training they have. We don't know the principles behind their traditions. We don't hear their success stories. We don't hear their challenges. We don't hear their ongoing concerns as the regulatory environment is getting stricter and costs are going up for the people they're managing, and also the access to the treatments that they use to help us are at risk. Let's hear their stories. Let's learn about their traditions. That's never been done before. So we want to bring this entire awareness, and the health experts, we're going to have them. Since COVID, a lot of health shows have not continued. And health shows provided a real service because they were a platform with people with real expertise on knowledge that can help you manage your health and your family's health. And it's why people went. But there's a gap, and we want to give the health experts a platform to be able to share this information with you. We also want manufacturers to be able to share their journey, much like the stores do. Most of us don't know anything about their world and the things that they do to try and provide for us products that we rely on, and their concerns going forward about their ability to continue to do so because of the regulatory environment. We want legal and regulatory experts to share with you about things like the censorship of truthful health information. I think it would shock Canadians, and Canadians would go, well, how do we get good health outcomes if people aren't able to share truthful health information with us? So topics like that we want to share with you, and also the challenges that are being faced with changes to our regulatory environment and comparing it, well, to how we used to do things and how things are done in other countries, so that we can ask the question, as a nation, is what we're doing the way to get the best health outcomes? Because at the end of the day, we have to be educated to be able to answer that question properly. How do we get the best health outcomes? So I am really pleased to be making this announcement. Again, I'm on Vancouver Island because we're going to be starting on Vancouver Island, and we thought it'd be appropriate to be making the announcement from where this event is going to start. I'm going to ask you, if you don't already subscribe to the NHPPA newsletter, please go to nhppa.org, stands for Natural Health Product Protection Association. Subscribe to our newsletter. Start following us on social media, those of you that have social media accounts. We are going to be doing a whole bunch of events as we lead up to this and during this 3-week tour that we want you to participate in. When we're driving the charter across the country, we are going to be stopping in various cities and having live events, and we want you to participate. We are already doing a call for witnesses. So you'll be able to log on to our website. We have a page for the different categories of witnesses, individuals, stores, practitioners, and the like, so that you can give us your contact information and a brief summary of, what you can share with us, so that we can start sorting through that and picking the people that we would like to participate. And we're just going to try and find the most compelling stories. We're going to be inviting people to participate in different ways. We likely will be having, some stores, if they have the resources and want to be interviewing some of their own success stories so that we can share that. We want this to be a grassroots, basically initiative that kind of takes on a life of its own. And we know that we don't even have any idea now how this is going to progress and how it's going to go. We just know it's excited. We're excited because this greatest health show is going to be a real service to Canadians, and marching the charter across the land and creating the awareness so that Parliament understands, wait a second, this is a real opportunity to enable Canadians to make the best health decisions possible. This is all tremendously exciting. So on behalf of the NHPPA, I'm just happy to announce this and inviting you to participate as we go forward.